Hello world, Assalamu alaikum. This is Songlap News Now. State of PhD research in Bangladesh. This time I am visiting University of Barisal through its website. State of PhD research in Bangladesh. University of Barisal. PhD resource teachers data statistics at a glance. Draft number 0 corrections expected will be updated with corrections if, when and where they will be suggested. Data sorted alphabetically on multiple columns. Table 0. University of Barisal UB Department Institute PhD data subtotal. Headers are serial number, entity, faculty, department, institute of designation, teacher. Serial number 0 UB University of Barisal. Faculty of Administration, Administration VC Office, Professor Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Mohammad Tawfiq Alam, PhD. Other administration, Professor Equivalent Director in Charge, Dr. Sonia Khan Soni, PhD. Assistant Professor Equivalent Assistant Registrar, Dr. Musammad Shanjida Sultana. University of Barisal Faculty of Arts and Humanities, Department of Bangla, Associate Professor Mohsina Hussain, Associate Professor Sanjoy Kumar Sarkar, Associate Professor Sharmin Akhtar, Assistant Professor Mohammad Shakibul Hassan, Assistant Professor Pompa Rani Mojumdar, Assistant Professor Sultana Nazneen, Assistant Professor Chairman Unmesh Rai, Lecturer Tayabun Nahar. Group Summary, Faculty of Arts and Humanities, Department of Bangla. There are 3 associate professors, 4 assistant professors, 1 lecturers. Number of PhD 0, no PhD holder in Department of Bangla. Next, Department of English, Professor Dr. Mohammad Mohsin Uddin, PhD. Associate Professor Mohammad Arif Hussain, Associate Professor Mohammad Mizanur Rahman, Associate Professor Mohammad Tariqul Haq, Associate Professor and Chairman Mohammad Tanvir Kaisar, Associate Professor Shumona Rani Shaha, Associate Professor Yasif Ahmed Faisal, Assistant Professor Fahima Yasmin, Assistant Professor Khadija Akhtar, Assistant Professor Mohammad Shafiqul Islam, Assistant Professor Pragya Pramita Bosch. Group Summary for Department of English: 1 Professor, 6 Associate Professor, 4 Assistant Professors. Number of PhDs 1, number of teachers 11, that is percent of PhD to teachers 9.09. Department University of Barisal Faculty of Arts and Humanities, Department of History, Associate Professor, Chairman Dr. Mohammad Abdul Batin Chaudhuri, PhD. Assistant Professor Mohammad Ilyas Hussain, Assistant Professor Mohammad Kabir Hassan, Assistant Professor Suraya Akhtar. Department of History, Group Summary: 1 Associate Professors, 3 Assistant Professors, 1 PhD holder, 4 teachers, percent PhD to teachers 25%. Next, Faculty of Arts and Humanities, Department is Philosophy, Associate Professor Kaji Shoibur Rahman, Assistant Professor Abu Salem, Assistant Professor Mohammad Abdullah Al Mamun, Assistant Professor Mitali Ghosh, Assistant Professor and Chairperson Shahnaz Parveen Rimi, Assistant Professor Tumpa Shaha. Group summary for Department of Philosophy of the Faculty of Arts and Humanities. 1 Associate Professor, 5 Assistant Professors, no PhD holder. Next, Faculty of Bioscience, Department of Botany, Associate Professor Dr. A.T.M. Rafiqul Islam, PhD, Hiroshima University, Japan. Associate Professor Dr. Mahin Afroz, Masters in Science, so data is not updated. It should be done immediately. Associate Professor and Chairman Dr. Subroto Kumar Das, PhD. Assistant Professor Mohammad Ujjal Hussain. Assistant Professor Riyad Hussain. Assistant Professor Shaon Mitra. Group summary, Faculty of Biosciences, Department of Botany. There are 3 associate professors, 3 assistant professors. Number of PhDs 3, teachers 6. Percent PhD to teachers 50%. Next, Faculty of Biosciences, Department of Coastal Studies and Disaster Management. Associate Professor and Chairman Dr. Hafiz Ashraful Haq, Doctor of Engineering. Assistant Professor Alamgir Hussain. Assistant Professor Tasneem Jerin. Lecturer Farjana Mahbub. Lecturer Irteja Hassan. Lecturer Momtahina Mitu. Group summary, Faculty of Biosciences, Department of Coastal Studies and Disaster Management. 1 associate professor, 2 assistant professors, 3 lecturers. PhDs 1, teachers 6. Percent PhD to teachers 16.67%. Faculty of Biosciences, Department of Soil and Environmental Sciences, Associate Professor Dr. Ferdowjaman Tanu, PhD. Associate Professor and Chairman Dr. Mohammad Jamal Uddin, PhD. Associate Professor Dr. Monwara Begum, PhD Fellow. Assistant Professor Afroja Nasreen. Assistant Professor Anjuman Ara Rajoni. Assistant Professor Ishrat Jahan Sanchari. Assistant Professor Kaji Muhammad Jahangir Kabir. Lecturer Sayeda Sabrina Ali. Group summary, Faculty of Biosciences, Department of Soil and Environmental Sciences, 3 associate professors, 4 assistant professors, 1 lecturers, 3 PhD holders, 4 teachers 8. Percent PhD to teacher 37.50%. Next, Faculty of Business Studies, Department of Finance and Banking, Associate Professor Mohammad Ibrahim Mullah. Associate Professor and Chairperson Tondra Mondol. Assistant Professor Mohammad Mahatab Uddin. Assistant Professor Mohammad Saiful Islam. Assistant Professor Muriam Hasna. Assistant Professor Nusrat Jahan Benozir. Assistant Professor Poppy Haldar. Assistant Professor Rabia Sultana Lota. Assistant Professor Shahadat Hussain. Assistant Professor Shoili Sumaya. Group summary, Faculty of Business Studies, Department of Finance and Banking, 2 associate professors, 8 assistant professors, 10 teachers, that is no PhD holding teacher. Next, Faculty of Business Studies, Department of Management Studies, Associate Professor and Chairman Dr. Abdullah Al Masood, PhD. Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Alamgir Bulla, PhD. Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Shakaut Hussain, PhD. Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Sohel Chaudhuri, PhD. Associate Professor Dr. Tajijur Rahman, MBA Management Information System. Record should be updated. Associate Professor Muhammad Abir Hussain. Associate Professor Nusrat Sharmin Lipi. Assistant Professor Saima Afrin Lija. Assistant Professor Surojit Kumar Mondol. Group summary: Faculty of Business Studies, Department of Management Studies, 7 associate professors, 2 assistant professors, 5 PhD holders for 9 teachers, PhD to teachers 55.56%. Next, Department of Marketing of Faculty of Business Studies, Associate Professor and Chairman Dr. Muhammad Abdul Qayyum, PhD. Associate Professor Fatematul Johra, Associate Professor Muhammad Muhyiddin Sabbir, Associate Professor Muhammad Mehdi Hassan, Associate Professor Nusrat Jahan, Assistant Professor Bankim Chandra Sarkar, Assistant Professor Dr. Mosammad Sharmin Sultana, Assistant Professor Muhammad Imran Hussain, Assistant Professor Saima Akhtar, Assistant Professor Tasmin Jahan. Group summary: Faculty of Business Studies, Department of Marketing, 5 associate professors, 5 assistant professors, 2 PhD holders for 10 teachers, PhD to teachers 20%. Next, Faculty of Law, Department of Law, Associate Professor and Chairman Dr. Sardar Kaisar Ahmed, Masters. This record should be updated in your database. Associate Professor Muhammad Sadekur Rahman, Associate Professor Suprabhat Haldar, Assistant Professor Alamgir Hussain, Assistant Professor Kamelia Khan, Assistant Professor Muhammad Gajiur Rahman, Assistant Professor Sultana Jahan. Lecturer Muhammad Shruton Ali. Group summary: Faculty of Law, Department of Law, 3 associate professors, 4 assistant professors, 1 lecturer, number of teachers 8, number of PhD holders 1%, PhD to teachers 12.50. There are some pictures could not be downloaded because of heavyweight pictures. Next, Faculty of Science and Engineering, Department of Chemistry, Associate Professor and Chairman Dr. Gaji Johirul Islam, Masters of Philosophy. Your database should be updated, website should be updated. Department of Chemistry, Associate Professor Dr. Halima Begum, Doctor of Philosophy in Organic Chemistry. Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Masood Parvez, PhD. Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Nazmul Qais, PhD. Assistant Professor Dr. Mahmudul Hassan Shahab, PhD. Assistant Professor Dr. Nahida Akhtar, PhD. Assistant Professor Farjana Akhtar. Assistant Professor Priyanka Bonik. Lecturer Muhammad Muhin Uddin. Group summary: Faculty of Science and Engineering, Department of Chemistry, 4 associate professors, 4 assistant professors, 1 lecturers. Number of PhDs 6, for teachers 9, PhD to teachers 66.67%. Next, Faculty of Science and Engineering, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Manjur Ahmed, PhD. Associate Professor and Chairman Dr. Rahat Hussain Faisal, PhD, University of Dhaka. Assistant Professor Dr. Tania Islam, MS Engineering, CSC. Hello, Barisal University, your website should be updated. Assistant Professor Mohammad Mahbub E. Noor, Assistant Professor Mohammad Mustafizur Rahman, Assistant Professor Mohammad Shamsud Doha, Assistant Professor Mohammad Irfan, Assistant Professor Mohammad Rashid Al Asif, Assistant Professor Soheli Jahan. Group summary: Faculty of Science and Engineering, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, 2 associate professors, 7 assistant professors, 3 PhD holders for 9 teachers. Percent PhD to teachers 33.33%. Next, Department of Mathematics of Faculty of Science and Engineering, Associate Professor Chinmoyi Poddar, Associate Professor Dr. Bijon Krishna Saha, PhD in Mathematics, PhD in Mechatronics Engineering, Associate Professor Dr. Hina Rani Bishwas, PhD Research Fellow, Associate Professor Dr. Mohammad Shofiul Alam, Associate Professor and Chairman Dr. Mohammad Shakaut Hussain, PhD in Finite Elements Methods, Assistant Professor Abdullah Ahmed Faisal, Assistant Professor Dr. Mohua Jahan Rupa, PhD student, Assistant Professor Muhammad Anwarul Islam, Assistant Professor Shamima Akhtar, Assistant Professor Sheikh Ahmed, Assistant Professor Shujit Kumar Bala. Group summary: Faculty of Science and Engineering, Department of Mathematics, 5 associate professors, 6 assistant professors, 5 PhD holders for 11 teachers. Percent PhD to teachers 45.45%. Next, Department of Physics of the same faculty, Associate Professor Dr. Mohammad Khurshid Alam, PhD, Associate Professor Dr. Mohammad Mahfuz Alam, PhD, Associate Professor and Chairperson Dr. Ruhima Nasrin, PhD, Assistant Professor Mohammad Ariful Islam, Assistant Professor Mohammad Lokman Hussain, Assistant Professor Mohammad Saif Ishtiaq, Assistant Professor Mohammad Imran Hussain, Assistant Professor Mohammad Mutiur Rahman, Assistant Professor Shamiron Rai, Lecturer Mohammad Asaduzzaman. Group summary for Department of Physics of Faculty of Science and Engineering, 3 associate professors, 6 assistant professors, 1 lecturers, 4 PhD holders, for teachers 10. Percent PhD to teacher 40%. Next, Department of Statistics of Faculty of Science and Engineering, Assistant Professor and Chairman Ahsanul Haq, Assistant Professor Mohammad Ayub Ali, Assistant Professor Mohammad Saif Uddin Rashid, Assistant Professor Mominul Haq Mondol. Next, group summary: Department of Statistics of Faculty of Science and Engineering, 4 assistant professors only, no PhD holder. Next, Faculty of Social Science, Department of Economics, Associate Professor Dr. Apurva Rai, Associate Professor Jyotirmoy Bishwas, Associate Professor Mohammad Tanvir Ahmed, Associate Professor and Chairman Rifat Firdaus, Associate Professor Rejwana Islam, Assistant Professor Mamunur Rahman, Assistant Professor Marjia Nomi, Assistant Professor Nahida Sultana, Assistant Professor Sudipa Bosu. Group summary: Faculty of Social Science, Department of Economics. Number of professors 0, number of associate professors 5, number of assistant professors 4, number of lecturers 0, num teachers 9, num PhDs 1, num teachers 9. Percent PhD to teachers 11.11%. Next, Faculty of Social Science, Department of Mass Communication and Journalism, Assistant Professor and Chairman Imran Hussain, Assistant Professor Farhad Uddin, Assistant Professor Mohammad Farhad Uddin, Assistant Professor Munira Begum, Assistant Professor Shurifa Shirida. Group summary: Faculty of Social Science, Department of Mass Communication and Journalism. There are 5 assistant professors only, no PhD holding teacher. Next, Department of Political Science of Faculty of Social Science, Associate Professor Muhammad Mehdi Hassan Shohag, Assistant Professor Muhammad Al Amin, Associate Professor Muhammad Masoom Shikdar, Associate Professor Muhammad Shuhel Rana, Associate Professor and Chairperson Sushmita Rai, Assistant Professor Farhana Akhtar Tania, Assistant Professor Munira Akhtar, Assistant Professor Muhammad Sanbin Islam. Group summary: Faculty of Social Science, Department of Political Science. 5 associate professors, 3 assistant professors, number of teachers 8, no PhD holder. Next, Faculty of Social Science, Department of Social Work, Assistant Professor and Chairman Abu Jihad, Lecturer Muhammad Mustaqim Rahman, Lecturer Sravanti Haldar. Group summary: Faculty of Social Science, Department of Social Work, 1 assistant professors, 2 lecturers, no PhD holding teacher. Next, Faculty of Social Science, Department of Sociology, Associate Professor Oshim Kumar Nondi, Associate Professor Dilafroz Khanum, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Sadiqur Rahman, PhD, Associate Professor Dr. Tariq Mahmoud Abir, PhD, Associate Professor Muhammad Wahidur Jaman, Associate Professor and Chairperson Shumi Rani Shaha, Associate Professor Syed Ashiki Ilahi, Assistant Professor Ashikud Jaman, Assistant Professor Farjana Afroj, Lecturer Sadman Shakib bin Rahman. Group summary: Faculty of Social Science, Department of Sociology, 7 associate professors, 2 assistant professors, 1 lecturers, 2 PhD holders for 10 teachers, percent PhD to teachers 20%. There is a sequence of tables, reporting tables. I would like to skip by scrolling, but you will be able to pause to check in details if you like. I am going to the graph section. Please wait. Here is the graphical section. University of Barisal, all faculties, flow of departments institute through x-axis, percent PhD holders to teachers through y-axis, administration VC office 100%, other administration BC office 100% as selected. Number of administrative officials. Department of Chemistry 66.0%. Management Studies 55%. Botany 50%. Mathematics 45%. Physics 40% or 46%. Soil and Environmental Science 37%. Computer Science and Engineering 33%. History 25%. Sociology 20%. Marketing 20%. Coastal Studies and Disaster Management 16%. Law 12%. Economics 11%. English 9%. Statistics 0%. Bangla 0%. Philosophy 0%. Mass Communication and Journalism 0%. Political Science 0%. Social Work 0%. Finance and Banking 0%. These are the graphs. University of Barisal PhD group summary on descending percent PhD holders to teachers. Here is the final table, table 4. Number of PhD holders 41, number of professors 3, number of associate professors 66, number of assistant professors 87, number of lecturers 11, number of teachers 167 as I have found, number of PhD holders 41 again, percent PhD holders to teachers 24.55%. আই ভোট একটি স্পর্শী একটি ভোট সমগ্র জাতির জন্য একটি চূড়ান্ত নির্বাচনী সমাধান। আই ভোটের নকশা প্রস্তুতকরণ দুটি হয়েছে সর্বসাধারণ ভোটারদের জন্য যেন সবাই একটি স্পর্শী একটি ভোট দিতে পারেন। আই ভোট ইনস্ট্যান্ট রেজিস্ট্রেশন অফ ভোটার্স, instant creation of executive positions, instant nomination of candidates, instant vote event management, instant result of the vote event. This is my voice over this report produced by me, data mining at the University of Barisal website and reporting to you. Thanks for watching. Comment, share and subscribe when you like. Thank you very much. Thank you.